To the sunny southeast and to the beautiful Comera Mountains. So there's a couple of important things you need to think about if you're going out on the hill, and one of those is that you plan in advance. And when I talk about planning, I mean think about the terrain you're going onto and think about your route and whether the weather conditions are appropriate to the route you've chosen. And if they're not, then think again and decide would it be better to go to a wood on that particular day or to continue with your plan. When you have decided what you're doing, it's important to let somebody know where you're going and the time you're expected to return. And then finally, it's important to have some idea of how to navigate. And there are lots of providers who will provide mountain skills courses, and these can be accessed through Mountaineering Ireland. So those are the important things. Then we'll move on to what to wear on the hill. So I've really good boots on at the moment, and I've got a waterproof jacket, and in my bag I have waterproof trousers. I'm wearing just a t-shirt and I have a fleece, and so I've got plenty of gear to keep myself warm, but I have additional gear in my bag. And the sorts of things I carry spare in my bag, I always carry a hat because we lose a lot of heat through our heads, and I always carry gloves, a spare fleece, and a kind of puffer jacket, a synthetic puffer jacket, and that will keep me warm in any emergency situation if I'm getting cold. In addition, when I'm out on the hill, it's important to be able to generate heat, so I bring food with me, like a sandwich and maybe some nuts and some chocolate. And I always bring a hot drink. And then I have extra water so I can keep well hydrated. In an emergency situation, if we have an accident or an injury, I carry two additional things. One of the things I carry is a bivy bag, which is just a big orange plastic bag, which I can climb inside. It'll protect me from the elements, and it's also bright orange, which means that the emergency services can see me. And the other thing is an emergency shelter, which is like a pop-up tent. And if you climb inside that, particularly with somebody else, you generate heat very quickly within it, and you can become really, really warm very, very quickly. And that's really important, so that if you have an injury, we're not just as mountain rescuers dealing with the injury, we're not dealing with a hypothermic patient in addition. So a really cold patient, because you've warmed yourself up. Finally, I make sure that I'm carrying my map and my compass, and I know how to use those. I carry a whistle and I carry a head torch. And those really are the important things that I bring out every time I go out on the hill. So if you're having fun out on the mountains and then something does happen, it's important to know how to get help. And what you need to do is just call 999 or 112 and ask for mountain rescue. And the guards will task the mountain rescue team in the area to come out and assist. It's really important, therefore, that you have a backup battery and a lead to connect to your phone so that you can keep your phone charged. Because one of the things we do is send you a link, and from that link, if you press on it, we can actually locate you. If for any reason you're in an area where we can't locate you or your battery has run out, that's when we come out and we do a big search, and that's when the dogs come into their own, because they can cover a big large area and we can find you. So the most important thing is that you follow the instructions we give you to try and keep warm and keep safe while we're coming out looking for you, because it can take a considerable time for us to locate you. So finally, we just want you to have lots of fun on the hills like we always have had. But accidents do happen, and just remember that we're there if you need us. But most importantly, you do come out, you do enjoy yourselves, and you do see the beautiful terrain and the beautiful mountains that we have in the whole of Ireland.